In terms of scouting a girl, you can be walking down the street. I found someone at Coney Island when I was just out with my friends. I found someone at CVS when I was just out shopping by myself. I've scouted someone at a Taylor Swift concert. The next step is just getting like very basic pictures. So we'll get like a few headshots, full body shots. I'll submit those to agencies in New York City or in LA, depending on their look. And we try to like fly them out here pretty quickly.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Dwyer and I scout models worldwide for a living. So tomorrow you guys have the beauty casting. I know It's like very specific posing, so I want to prep for that, make sure you guys know how to pose. Plus it's the first time you guys are casting together.
True.
So that's like different. You're gonna be able to have to pose like as a couple.
It's different with someone else.
So I want to just practice a little bit, right? And if you feel your partner is doing this, you can't do that.
Okay.
So you need to be feeling what she's doing. Okay, gorge. Okay, now look at the camera, Kat. Gorge. Okay, this is very nice, eh?
Please.
Oh yeah,
that's better.
Look at us.
Yeah.
I've been modeling since I was 14. I learned about the industry through that. My work as a model informs my work as a manager because I've actually lived it. I've been in like every situation. So for me, I come from like a lot more empathy, and like I think that helps my girls. Your hands like have to always be, they're either like actually there or they have like intention.
Okay.
Right? So you can always like,
intention.
you can grab that little skirt, you know, like
Okay.
I'm holding it.
Yeah.
Holding
Holding
up.
it. Okay.
Okay, see here, you went back to your Instagram face.
I did.
Right? So look at this.
Yeah.
And then the difference here, where you just like, you know that you're beautiful, I'm relaxed, I'm pretty. Like you don't need to be like showing us that. This is social media. This is, you're a beautiful model.
Okay.
Right? You see the difference?
Yes, I do.
All of that, even that. Beautiful.
After I scout someone, there's a lot of different things that I do to manage them. I'm CC'd on everything as the manager who's making sure they're showing up on time, who's making sure they like know how to pose for the castings, doing their hair right. So when we're prepping for castings, a lot of these new faces don't realize like what specific brands want what. So just making sure they don't go in like completely unprepared.
I'm gonna stop here, right? I'm gonna make sure I see the cameras. I'm gonna make sure I get my shot, which is gonna go on Vogue Runway. I'm gonna see him, I'm gonna turn. Okay, Clementine, you come out here as well. Beautiful. Remember, you're holding like heavy something. Stunning. Stop there. Nice. Okay, now you turn around. Gorge. Do a little longer strides. A little longer. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful. And stop. Now look here. You're looking at the camera. And turn. Okay. Long stride. Long stride.
So with scouting, I like to use social media. I initially started with social media. I used TikTok, had my little hashtag Scouter by Jasmine, and I asked people to post on it. Other than that, street scouting. I'll hit up the malls, I'll hit up the subway stations, and you kind of just have to wait it out. It's like a waiting game. So sometimes you'll just be walking down the street and usually go up to them. I'll be like, hey, I love your outfit. Just to like kind of break the ice, I'll compliment them and then I'll say, my name's Jasmine, I'm a mother agency, have you ever thought about modeling? And I'll give them my business card. If we have time, we'll chat, otherwise, usually they go back, they research my agency, and then we set up meetings from that.
So when I'm scouting people in public, there's a few categories that I'm scouting for. There's your general, like, a fashion girl, and that I'm looking for height, a bone structure, something that's very charismatic. Then for like the more commercial beauty girls, things like strong eyes, an eyebrow that's maybe like really straight across, like freckles or a gap tooth, something that's like when you look at a girl, you're gonna recognize her. And then that can then connect to a brand, and that's a girl who will make it very far as a model. For people interested in modeling, my suggestion to stand out or get noticed is first, you really gotta take some good digitals. They can be simple, you don't need to pay anyone, you don't need to do anything, you just take a little selfie, full body headshot, and if you submit them to agencies, you can find like good ones on models.com. You will get noticed if you have potential. So the rates for a model manager, a mother agent, my models don't pay the manager, aka me. It's once they get signed to a booking agency, then the booking agency takes a 20% commission from the girl in America. Like that's the standard. And from that, they pay me a commission. So they pay me 10%. If a girl books a $100,000 job, the booking agency will take
$20,000 from the talent. Then they'll also take $15,000 or $20,000 from the client side. Out of that, they will give me $10,000 from their cut. I think model management is definitely, in terms of income, it would be secondary to modeling, just for me, because I have built like a nice career. But yeah, I do it because I love it, because I see like this new generation of girls who don't really have someone looking out for them. You make money, it's been great, but it's not like, I don't think that's the reason to do it. So Genevieve, what's your dream job?
I would say I want to do a really big beauty campaign.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I'd love to do like Maybelline.
Yeah, totally.
Or like Milk makeup.
Milk
Something
would be
a little
so
bit
cute.
edgier.
Yeah.
If we're talking beauty jobs, Glossier
Oh yeah.
would be so cool.
I could see you doing that.
Overall,
cool.
either like Miu Miu or Prada.
Nice.
That would definitely
Chanel
be like
Beauty
the dream.
too.
Oh, Chanel is gorgeous.
Yes.
I think my agency, Bamby Management, is very unique because of the community we've created within the girls. It's never been a business. It became a business like accidentally. At the start, it was me just helping these girls out.
It was October of 2021.
Oh.
I remember. And I know like my entire life I've been I've always been tall, like 5 feet in 3rd grade kind of tall. And it's always like oh, you should model, you should do this. But I'm from like a really, really small town in Michigan. And it was always like I never had any idea how to get into this industry. I didn't know where to go, how to apply. And I get Jasmine's TikTok on my For You page. And she's like, hey, I'm a scouting agent and you should submit to me, and like literally just send me this was before like Bambi was even a thing. And I was such a little baby back then.
You were.
And I submitted, and I think within the day you got back to me.
I was very
and
excited.
we're like, hey, like New York wants to sign you, like let's get on a Zoom call tomorrow or like within the next 2 days. And then I was like, do I tell my parents? That was the biggest thing. And I was on the same page as Lee. I was like, are you real?
I think the modeling industry has definitely changed. When I started 15 years ago, I was too short to model overseas. Like I was too short at 5'8". Now I have girls from size 0 to size 22. Our shortest girl is 5'4". So we got it all, and they're all working.
Well, I think with Curve, like, I don't know, I'd always heard so many horror stories about the modeling industry and how you're held to really extreme standards and how people will always keep telling you what's wrong with you. And with Curve modeling, like, I just feel like it's a very actually genuinely healthy part of the industry.
Yeah.
Like, from my first meeting with my agents, they were like, we don't care what size you are, we don't care what your measurements are, like we need you to like come in and keep them updated, but like whatever is healthiest for you, that's like great for us. I thought my only option was to like lose weight in an unhealthy way. Like I just didn't think I would ever become a model. So yeah, I don't know, it's been like super positive for me.
I would say Jasmine's really helped me with like staying level-headed and being sure of myself, because I have some trouble with that, as you know. So,
I do.
I know we talk just about every day about knowing what's meant for me and then allowing it to happen and not worrying about the when.
Yeah.
When things are gonna happen, just knowing that it's going to come, I guess.
For me, I love when I'll get like a text being like, oh my God, like I wore my mini skirt and they said I was ugly, and like these little things where I'm like, there is no way I could have ever sent that to my agent. So I appreciate that you guys kind of like trust me so much.
Yeah.
You know that like you can come to me with anything.
We went from thinking you were AI to
Right?
being like the closest friend in New York.
I know too much about you guys. Like,
Oh God.
I don't know if I need to know all this, but I know it all. I hope that my agency can set a new standard in the industry. I hope that other agencies can look at my agency and say, hey, she has a girl who doesn't fit the traditional size, but she's working. I really want my models to feel empowered. I want them to know that everything they're doing, they are in control of. I want them to know I have their best interest at heart.